How's everyone doing today? I'll be talking about the fifth or fourth episode of Welcome to DERRY. And spoilers, this does not have Pennywise. You're going to be seeing Pennywise in the next episode apparently. So I don't know how long they're going to be like cock teasing you with Pennywise, but hopefully it's the next episode because we went 4 fucking hours without seeing the big fat-headed clown himself. Like, the show's cool and all, but I want to see Pennywise already. But anyways, this episode starts off with Will fishing with his dad, who's Leroy, and his son didn't catch anything, so his dad, being disappointed in his son, just goes to leave him. He literally just abandons him at the lake. So his son is just there chilling at the lake, and basically a fish swims up towards him, and then when he goes down to check it, it goes down underneath. And then a hand grabs him out of nowhere, and he sees his dad is teleported in the water. He's submerged underwater, like his face is all burned, he has white eyes and shit. And basically his dad tells him, "You're doomed." And then his dad's come back and he notices that there's like burns and shit on his wrists and shit. It's like man just got collected from a Catholic school. And then we cut back to Halloran with the boys. He's out on the base with his friends, and basically they found out this. Basically, Halloran is like a big special boy. He has like more supreme powers. He has like more authority or more powers within the army because he has like this thing called the Shine, and they kind of need him to find Pennywise. So he got he got more privileges. So he basically ended up getting him and his friends a chill hangout spot. They got like this storage shed, and they're gonna be cleaning it up. They're gonna be turning it into a nice place for all them to hang out. And then when Halloran's outside, I don't know, he just puts away some stuff in his car. He starts to have a little brain aneurysm, and he gets like visions of his mom. He gets visions of like random shit. He gets visions of like the deadlights, those demonic nightlights, and then he gets visions of his grandma basically telling him, you're kind of cooked if you continue digging down deeper. You're all gonna die. So we go back to Lily, who's in school with her her best friend, random bitch who I don't know, who's so two-faced and keeps playing two sides. So basically the plan is her friend, Lily's friend, basically goes up to talk to Lily, to kind of butter her up, to like sweeten her up, be like, can we be friends again? I promise I won't do anything. But this is all a ruse because Lily's friend has her group of friends, and basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to get Lily to go up to this jock that basically fancies her, but I'm pretty sure they just put the jock up, go to Lily, make her think that she likes him. So they're trying to make her go up to the jock, and the jock's going to embarrass her in front of the whole class. I don't know, she has cooties or some shit. So, basically Lily went to the bathroom to, freshen up to get ready. It's a bit random. They're literally in school around lunch, and now they're in the bathroom like they're gonna get ready to go to prom. So she's in the cubicle, and Lily's friend is feeling guilty about pranking her friend when she literally just came back from the mental hole into the regular hole. She's feeling guilty about pranking her, so she's about to tell her, like, Lily, to tell you the truth, I actually don't like you. I'm two-faced as fuck. I was friends with other people, and we were never friends in the first place. So she's about to tell her that they're about to prank her, but then something's wrong with her eye. Her eye just moves a little bit, so then she goes to the mirror to check, and her eye is like a little fuck. There's like her eye literally looks like a tadpole, and it's like trapped in a little fishbowl. So her eye moves again. Her eye turns red. Her moves again, starts to bleed, and then her eyes start to grow out of her fucking head, and they start to turn into snail eyes. So obviously she's freaking the fuck out because she got like this surprise upgrade in her eyesight, so she's able to see fucking further out or something. So she's running around panicking, and then she ends up going into the woodwork room because her idea is right, I'm gonna grab a chisel and start chiseling my own fucking eyes off. So she tries to chisel her eyes off. Lily eventually catches up to her, but then by the time she caught up to her friend's already gone to level 2 and is taking her eyes to a fucking bandsaw, and she manages to cut them off. But then after she cut her eyes off, blinding herself, Lily grabs her, throws her off the bandsaw, and basically tries to get on top of her because she's still trying to, stab herself with the chisel. And Lily's trying to stop her. Lily's struggling. Lily has her like hands against the floor and shit. And the rest of the class walks in, and it really looks like Lily just took a chisel to her and started carving her like a wood sculpture. So now everyone thinks Lily is stabbed her eye out or some shit. They're gonna send her back to Cuckoo Land. So we go back to Will, and he's trying to sleep, but he still remembers the fishing incident where his dad came from the water and tried to drag him underneath to drown him. So basically he can't sleep. So what he decides to do is to spy on some random ass people because he's horny like that. So he gets to his telescope, and he looks around outside his window, and then he sees Ronald McDonald standing by the tree just looking at him, just trying to lure him out with like a nice little Happy Meal. So he starts freaking out, and then when Leroy walks in, you see his son just huddled up in the corner of the room like he just witnessed a pregnancy birth or some shit. And then Leroy just goes crazy. He literally, I think, I'm not sure, he like grabbed some weapon or a machete or some blade, anything. He just went outside. It's like, alright, who the fuck's terrorizing my son? Alright, the only person who's out to terrorize my son is me when he doesn't get me a bear. So come the fuck out and we're gonna scrap. But there was no one else out there, so it pretty much just made Leroy look like a crazy man. So then we cut to Leroy, who's wanting answers now. So he goes to General Shaw, and he does not give a shit. He's just going in there, no condom, straight raw, because he doesn't even talk to the receptionist first. He just walks past her. He ignores the fuck out of her. He walks through the door. He walks into General Shaw's office and be like, what are we doing here? What sort of outer galactic Ronald McDonald are we like looking for here? Like, what's going on? So then General Shaw's like, alright, it's time to show you the secret sauce. So he goes to this room, and basically Halloran has an Indian guy. General Shaw has Halloran interrogate an Indian guy in this interrogation room with like a two-way mirror, basically mirror where the lads from the outside room can see into the room, but the boys in the room can't see back out. So I don't know why the fuck I just explained to you what a two-way mirror was. But anyways, basically this Indian guy, they caught him around one of their sites when they're like digging up to look for Pennywise. So he basically General Shaw got him, had him in interrogation room, and then he has Halloran to ask him where Pennywise is. So then when Halloran tries to ask the Indian dude, yo, where's this clown at? I need to, hire something for my son's birthday party. I won't be there. So the guy basically gets in close and says, yeah, better tell you the secret sauce. So then he gets closer, and then he just gets spat on. Absolute disrespect. So then what Halloran does is basically he puts his two fingers up to his forehead, and basically like starts going inside of the Indian guy's head. The guy starts tweaking out, like Halloran is just telepathically making him snort cocaine or some shit. Like he's just going crazy off of that funny powder. So basically Halloran, he gets inside of the Indian guy's mind, and Halloran ends up in this like space. It's like a void or some shit. So he looks around. There's like all doorways all around, the door frames are surrounding him. It's like the Fight Club scene when they're saying, "Oh, imagine there's a door. Now imagine your spirit animal. Hopefully it's not sloth." So basically, one of the doors opens up. Halloran walks through the door. He's in the Indian chap's room. So then the Indian chap is there playing with his little sex toys, and basically his auntie walks into the room and tells him, recite me the story of the creature, and he does start saying the story. So basically the Indian guy tells the story of this the creature called the Galoo, which sounds like something that was SpongeBob. So basically he starts telling the story how it first landed on Earth in this star, and when the star opened, it released this ancient evil spirit. So then when the first natives were here, they showed up at its cave, and they broke off bits of the star, and they carved a weapon out of it to protect themselves against it. So it was actually working, because all they pretty much did is just like avoid its feeding grounds. Pennywise had like these woods where he specifically feed. It's like his territory, and basically the way they're just avoiding is just not go there. This happened for like many generations. The story kept on getting passed down like the boogeyman or something. So then the first settlers arrived, and they didn't really give a shit. The natives told them, if you go there, you're going to get your dick ripped off. So then the settlers sort of just ignore and be like, yeah, sure, my wife left me, so it's not like I'm going to be using it that much. So they ended up venturing into the forest, just hunt for food or some game. So they ended up getting hunted. They basically got massacred by the Galoo, and the Galoo basically, it turned into their most like deepest, darkest fears. It turned into like the scariest shit that they could imagine. So it killed them. Or no, wait, no. It just ended up killing them pretty much. And then when the clan and the shit found out about this, the chief of the clan had a meeting with all the clan mothers, and they all basically decided, right, this thing is basically taking our home. We're going to have to hop the borders and go somewhere else. So the daughter of one of the chief doesn't really want to go. He's like, right, I actually kind of want to go kill this thing. So what her idea was that she gets her friends, she grabs a magic dagger, that their ancestors made, and she goes to the cave to go basically kill Pennywise. Or no, they went to Pennywise's cave to get more of the stone, because the magic dagger was made out from the stone of the star that broke. So they're gonna get more, so they can make more weapons against Pennywise, pretty much. So basically, the chieftain daughter found out that her daughter went missing, and the dagger's gone. So she basically built up her own little Avengers squad, and they basically went out hunting for her with their search party. And when they went hunting for it in the forest, all of her search party got killed. They all transformed into their deepest, darkest fear. Some guy looked like he had disease or some shit. There was other creatures as well. I'm pretty sure he was a deer. He's like some moose. and he basically killed some of them by impaling them through the back and in through the mouth. So basically, is the chieftain. It was only her now. She's all alone with the forest and Pennywise. So then she sees Pennywise is like transformed as like a priest or some shit, and she basically shoots him, runs away. She hides him between like these two big ass rocks. I don't know. There's like these two big ass rocks that are like slanted and leaning against each other, and she's basically hiding in the little crevice there. She sees she sees it. I'm just gonna keep on it because it's not Pennywise yet. It's just it. So basically, she shoots it again. That does absolute fuck all. It is eating this shit like it's his fiber day. So then he gets lankier. His legs just grow more like Stretch Armstrong. So he runs at her. And then next shot we get of her. She's back on the ground, crawling away from Pennywise. He like rips out the arrow that she shot him with. So then it picks her up because it wants to show her his brand new baby boy, which pops out of its chest. And it also has his own little toy. So it stabs her with a spear, and then her daughter, the chief's daughter, pulls up with the magic dagger. So Pennywise or it doesn't really like this dagger, so it actually just skulls away like a little pussy spider, and it's way too late because the chieftain got stabbed, and back in this day, healthcare wasn't really a thing. So if you just got a little tiny ass splinter, it meant death. So yeah, the chieftain's daughter's dead. So then after her mom got massacred, her daughter went back with her friends to the cave, and she basically broke off more shards of the stone from the more shards of this star, and basically what they done is they have 13 shards, and they buried it all around its hunting ground. So basically it's like a little magical cage to contain them. Think of it as when in Gravity Falls, the family put unicorn hair around their house to basically cage themselves up in like this physical barrier that Bill Cipher can't get into. It's basically like that with it, but they're trying to contain him so he can't get out. So yeah, it's basically like that. And then we cut back to the Indian chap's mine, and the daughter's like, or the auntie's like, well done, And then she basically just ends up being freeze framed into a wrist position, and basically Harren ends up clapping behind her. He pops up behind him, basically tells him, tell me where the pillars are, or else I'm gonna make your mother close both of her eyes permanently. So then the Indian chap basically gets up, leads Halloran to this door, opens it, and he basically tells him, you're gonna have to go. It's through the tunnels underneath the warehouse to find the pillars. To find those magic pillars, and basically the episode ends with an ending shot of the well house from the first It movie. So hopefully in the next episode the show can stop cock blocking us, and we can actually see Pennywise in his clown form. I think that'd be cool, and Bill Skarsgård's back to playing as well. So I'm kind of excited for that. But yeah, see you later.